Check Twitter. Alright, Twitter's out. DLive's up. YouTube is up.
Yeah.
And Maggie's here. What's going on, Maggie? How you doing tonight? So that means Twitch is up.
Good, how are you?
Ah, pretty good, pretty good. Alright, get everything set up since I can't click back over. Alright. Let's finish the trial. And I'm pretty sure Chihiro was a dude. I'm positive Chihiro was a dude. No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather a girl examine her.
So just leave this to me.
LOL, why do you think that?
Because she's in the boys' locker room. She didn't want to go work out with the girls. She could only go in the locker room with her gender and everything. And it's not uncommon for that kind of stuff to happen. There's a reason why they're called programming stocks.
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about? That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Hands together and prepare, so I'm going to begin quietly examine their
Be
body.
sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this... What is it? Not possible. It's not possible.
Sakura's eyes were starting to stare wildly. Chihiro's lifeless form, her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
Is what?
a boy.
Called it.
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. What?
You regret a lot of things now, don't you, Hifumi?
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
LMAO.
Then it's really true? Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy. Then he was a cross-dresser? Oh, now I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him! So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting. Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial. Ahem. I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Not gonna lie, I kind of want some Monokuma merch now. Even though he's obnoxious and stuff, he also is kind of endearing to me, and he's kind of cool looking.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
You know, it's a thing that Chihiro was actually a guy. That never crossed my mind.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Yeah, he is cool looking. I wouldn't mind some Monokuma merch either, LOL.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
Ah, he's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya's the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
Brings me back to Mondo. If this is going to start casting doubt and stuff, I have a feeling it might have been Mondo with the Mondo or Hifumi and stuff, like, oh my god, it's a dude. Embarrassed. Bink.
He just seems to be too easygoing
I don't
about all
know.
this. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
That's pretty suspicious.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me
No,
in.
never mind.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Oh no. That's pretty sus, Taka.
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of
That
hide
gum,
and
this one
seek?
does keep you guessing. Yaka didn't do it. Then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? One thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder, which means
I got it!
Guy was in the boys' locker room.
Yeah,
You would need
that's what
a
I
boys'
love
handbook
about
to
these
get in.
games.
Since Lena handbooks are permanently broken, the killer would have to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. But that's still not enough. I need to find some more clues.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over.
Dang
It's
it.
all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer.
Okay, never mind. Cool.
No, that's
I'm
wrong.
Mr. Right One. Dumb luck again.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Oh my god, you and your
Really?
dumb luck.
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
She's scary, but I kind of like her too.
Whatever. Just hurry up and tell us.
Man, Taka seems a little bit more agitated during this trial, so that's throwing suspicion his way.
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
I better get going, kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry, but why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed. What a marvelous friendship! The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No, you already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously?
Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say, but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket? The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Also some clue about the killer. Really hard to believe. Ah, jeez. Less to count.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
No, that's wrong. Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Oh.
What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago,
Same track jacket in the duffel bag, and assume he headed off to exercise.
she never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you? You just...
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
Ah, I
And
knew
before
it.
we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
But because
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died! That's the only possibility!
Cherry?
So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
She stuffed the jacket in her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. Just like that, she was gone.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
Yeah.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it. To put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
And he's standing right next to you.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
But he was acting?
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You noticed such a tiny detail?
Kyoko's scary.
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah, he would never do something like that. This is a false accusation.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems
Taka's
we are
acting
all
really
out of
suspicious too,
leads.
though. Unless he's just really trying to defend his bro.
My time has nearly come. That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, that, here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
I got it! We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Ooh.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
And buggy exploit. That being debugged to hell and back. You win for to recall.
Shoot!
Embarrass myself. Okay, damn. Hitting his weak point.
Got it.
That's what it was. It wasn't a bug, it was a weak
You already
point.
told us before that the handbook has one weak point,
That's right.
didn't you?
Yeah! You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession,
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
Huh? You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, 'cause I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin.
I said Mondo's, because Mondo had his clothes on in the sauna, but the way Taka's acting, it sounds like they could be working in cahoots with each other and stuff, because of how defensive they both are getting. But yeah, Mondo's is Mondo's, because his is fried from sitting in the sauna with his clothes on.
If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Wow, interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Whoa, seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was... Here's my answer. Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What?
Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I don't believe you either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Oh, crap.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
No, that's wrong. Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
Oh, it could be Leon's.
The broken handbook that was in the main hall, isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's, which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's.
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch. What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong. You are wrong. You have to be wrong.
Okay, so Taka's just trying to protect his friend.
Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up.
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning? That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Poor Taka.
Poor Taka. Hey, Barry Allen 7171. Thanks for the follow. How you doing tonight? Let's see. Go back. There we go. Oh wait, no, this is the one I want. Disguise the truth, killer switched around his carpet as well as something else. Which target did the killer move to? Killer took something from the other locker room and switched it at the scene of the crime. Wait a minute, something's not right here. Disguise the truth, killer switched around the carpet as well as something else. Okay, that actually looks right. Oh wait, hold on. Wait. Some blood splattered onto something else, didn't it? Okay. I mean, that actually looks right. There's gonna be so many options and stuff, it's throwing me off. Yeah, because who brought the murder scene, it could have only been. Well, oh, what is it? Gotcha. Where did the killer go after they were done? Havoc got thrown in the sunroom. What happened to it?
The killer is you! First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can...
Whoops. Didn't mean to accidentally bump the button.
With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room? Simple, because she was really a he, which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there, and the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet, Then, removing the bloody poster, and finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course, but this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated. So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out. Isn't that right, Mondo Owada?
Goodbye, Jojo.
Wait! No, this can't be right. Where's your evidence? Yeah, where's your evidence? You need evidence. You need proof. Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him.
As Mondo is a killer already revealed himself earlier in the trial, I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now. Once I do that, everyone will become clear. New elements have been added to bullet time, battles. We'd like to hear more. Absolutely. About fever time and nega time. During bullet time battle, if you press the RB button, fever time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. So you can push AY, 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 however you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. This only lasts until you until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if you only got access to special time, right? We also prepare something special, something called nega time that your opponent can use. If your opponent activates nega time during bullet time battle, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite.
When's your birthday?
It's in July. How you doing, Mike Katie? When your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. If you were to activate fever time at this point, no, never mind. I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about. Unsurprisingly, if your action is set to gentle, the opponent won't use nega time. I think I'm on kind. Oh, then good luck and have fun.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen! False! You're corrupt! Show me some evidence.
This should prove it. If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah, I did it. I killed him.
Cool.
Bro? Bro! What are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just... give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Oh, wait! Hold on!
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Oh, jeez. What is Mondo gonna get? Is he gonna get freaking ground to pace by motorcycles?
What?
No, you got it right again. Yes, it is. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mondo Owada. In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kyokotaka chose the wrong answer. You're trading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful.
What?
I refuse to believe it. There's no way he would kill someone.
Sorry.
What is
Why are
this?
you apologizing? Why? Why did you do it?
Now then.
Looks like Mondo's taking a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually...
The story of the mirror this time is the sad story of two men.
Ha!
For anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the B button to fast forward the text. Nope. I'm actually really curious. Anyway, there once was a young boy. His name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak even though you're a boy. He heard things like that as long as he could remember. He couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and bury himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Nobody would be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. No matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex that had already taken deep root inside of him was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear, instead it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak.
Weak.
Once the killing game had begun at school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this is a world of survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And a lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets, which of course include Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him even more than before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling to despair.
What?
And yet,
I'm sorry.
I don't want to talk about it right now.
But...
I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I'll tell everybody. Knowingly, he used the thread of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
I want to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better. And with that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask someone for help. But he wanted to tell someone his secret first, then he asked them to help from there. The person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was me. Yeah, it sure was. Biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even though he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret.
Uh-huh.
Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was very simple of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help give me some courage. So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration. He thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then it must have been why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise he made to Chihiro. He did what he did. I mean, that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes, exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up what he had done?
Certainly.
It could have been part of it, but I don't think that was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro.
But...
How's moving the body keep it secret?
Because...
If everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity. So, he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook, see? Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he made to Chihiro, who he also killed. Why would he do that? I mean, the more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you... Because no matter what I did, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. Possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone.
You're wrong!
It's impossible.
Don't make me repeat
How many
myself.
times did I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standards is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. There's one subject. Why don't I tell you? The embarrassing memory is a secret he didn't want anyone to know.
Hey,
You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraffs across the country tremble. The only reason why he had a chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother was named Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up, and he was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was some epitome of a starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang, and before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, #1 in the gang, and his #2, his younger brother Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation, began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created the gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All they'll do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard gossip and whispers from the other members of the gang, which is why gotta get stronger than Daya. Once, just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top. On the night of the Amazing Brothers retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him into a street race. During the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly, laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. "My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry." Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. "Hey kid, the rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. Because it's the team you and me put together. It's a promise between men." He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang. In order to keep the gang together, he kept his promise to his brother. He could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident. As a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who bested his big brother. Dio was going to lose his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. And that became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother.
I just...
I'm strong.
Yeah.
Strong. Jojo strong. And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized, no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. When the lovely, hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of embarrassing secrets, at that point it was clear that I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own older brother. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I've been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. So that's why I, Mondo, after what I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled with all kind of fuzzy uneasiness and started to swirl around. I never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzziness and uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. Right there, he told me his secret. Seriously? Jeez.
I'm sorry.
Sorry I lied to you. But why? No matter. Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden?
Huh?
I mean, because you kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But...
You're right, but...
I want to change.
I wrap myself in lies, I'm weak, I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself. I have to change, I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong, it can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what, you're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am, I
What?
should be able to tell everyone my secret.
Huh?
Huh? I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness and try to overcome it. It was the kind of strength I never had. I was so jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
What are you making fun of me? I'm so strong, you're fucking with me right now?
No!
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back and let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Damn you!
Why'd you tell me that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face? No,
I just wanted to...
I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right, I am strong. Strong, I'm strong. Strong, Jojo strong. Stronger than you.
You son of a
and
bitch!
Stronger than Daya. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand, I was just staring at him down on the ground. Hey! I killed him.
I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo. He's normally aggressive and so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived in the heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. Like him, you see, you're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory. For that, he killed another living human in cold blood. He can cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in here? Because I sure don't. You bastard. Just shut up, you son of a bitch. Go ahead and say it again. I dare you.
Yep.
Okay, I said it as many times as I want. Is that what you... Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. Is what I want to say, but unfortunately I can't do that now because it's time for punishing is fast approaching. But punishing?
It can't be.
You mean execution?
Well now,
That's what I promised you, right? The blackened that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For the Mondo Awada, the ultimate biker gang leader. No, wait.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
I said, wait! Oh god, this is gonna be brutal. I halfway expect like just a room full of freaking motorcycles and stuff, and he's just gonna get ground into paste.
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
God. Okay. So you're just gonna drive him to the wall and blow him up, huh? Okay. Cage of Death. Oh, this should be entertaining. So you're supposed to die from G-forces? I mean, that was flashy, but... Would you teleport him? Mondo Butter. Oh. That one was just weird. Didn't really make a whole lot of sense. I was figuring something more gruesome. Laugh at death and your soul shall be free forever. Or, laugh at death and your soul will be forever at peace. Oh, jeez. Oh, hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah, we don't talk about Mondo Butter, it's kinda weird.
Alright, I am back. Yeah, Mondo Butter sounds really weird. Honestly, that punishment was kind of a letdown. Didn't really make sense to me. My brother. Another murder, another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen.
Yeah, it's one of the worst in the series.
Misaka's sad screams invaded our skulls. We each forced to realize it once again. But he, of course, he had to. What a disappointment. This is the end of the game. Bakya?
What is this?
You're completely insane, you know that? A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize that?
Naturally.
Of course I do, because this game is life or death.
Hey,
I don't have anything to say to you, but... I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except that.
however,
I just don't understand why. Why'd you go out of your way to disguise Mundo's crime?
What?
Why? Is it obvious? Because I made things more interesting. His voice is calm, emotionless, like the voice of death. It chilled to the bone. Last night, when murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So ignore the nighttime rule too. The rule never had mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be done.
Well, I don't particularly care. Please continue. Night drew late. I decided to return to my dorm, in which I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mundo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse.
What?
Me actually witnessed the murder? He was such a fool, he didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him.
Well...
You're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning?
That's right.
Indeed, but if that had been the end of it, how boring would it have been? I mean, what a waste of time. To have the answer revealed right at the beginning? That's why I decided to lend a helping hand. I was liven things up. You did that to liven things up?
I see.
After hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that. You create the fake murder scene.
But...
Damn, man, if we hadn't figured out who really done it, you would have been dead too, right? Obviously, it would have revealed the truth before it reached that point. Of course. I could turn to me and look me in the eye. I could feel the sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did. And I was able to perform an interesting experiment. Once I do decide to become blackened, I know who I have to watch out for. What?
Correct.
So that was your reason. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey.
Something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh, I'm up next?
You
like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why? Do you like them? You know, this despair is not just for you. All this punishment for despair is my gift to mankind itself.
What?
You're over-exaggerating. I'm not over-exaggerating. These punishments are made to transform all hope into despair.
Damn.
What do you mean?
Huh?
Mean? Mean? Mean?
What the heck?
Mean.
Damn it!
Good grief, I don't understand why you have to pick apart every stupid little thing. Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor, and then everything will be revealed to me.
Ooh, how exciting!
Oh, the noble son of a noble family, truly you understand me. Ooh, I think it's the start of a terrifying friendship.
That's enough.
Shut up, I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Just let me say this. After I've achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you, understand?
In the name of my family.
The name of the Togami family, which is victory foregone conclusion.
You're getting all
What's so
riled
cool?
up.
It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you. I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you. Monokuma. Temper, sounds like someone needs a nap. God, man, that one was rough. Laughter peeled across the courtroom and curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was a kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell, or more of a future than us. All of our courage, effort, and friendship felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part.
Who is he talking to?
You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now, so just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
The one thing I like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away!
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean.
Ooh, my, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied, because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
I wonder if it's Kyoko he's talking to. Boy's Life of Despair. You know what? That title alone should have given it away. Crazy Diamond Present. And sniff. Sniff.
I know I
Hello.
shouldn't cry, but I've had enough. I can't take it anymore.
Casual.
What?
Getting out of here anytime soon.
What? I didn't do anything.
It's impossible. I can't let myself think about how much I want to get out of here. If I keep thinking like that, I might decide to.
Donuts. I need to eat some donuts. That'll cheer me up. Glazed donuts, twisty donuts, jelly donuts, cream-filled donuts, donut holes.
Sure you didn't.
Yeah, I didn't. Malasadas.
Okay.
Oh god, donuts. I'm praying for a wonderful encounter. Wait, Oh, Smith, I'm sorry. Please forgive me for breaking the nighttime rule. Right now, for me, donuts are absolutely necessary.
Huh?
Gurn, gurn, gurn. What's that sound? It sounds like it's coming from the bathhouse.
But
I'm too scared, but... Is it someone in here? Next generation legend. Stand tall, galactic hero. Oh, that's so disgusting. What does Hifumi have crawling on his belly? Morning after conclusion of the second class trial. Everyone meeting just as usual. Expected starting the day. That's what I expected, but today's kind of sucks too. Toko and Byako still refuse to show up. I haven't seen Miss Aisha anywhere. She said her stomach was hurting, so she's taking it easy in her room for today.
Oh.
That's rather unusual for her. Normally she's so full of energy, which actually makes me worry.
So then...
Just the 7 of us then. Looks that way.
How about that?
It's times like this where the committee chairman needs to get things going with a bang.
Impossible.
Or not. Taga hasn't said a word ever since it happened yesterday. One look at his face shows he hadn't slept a wink last night. Must be because of Mondo. He came so close and then finds out Mondo killed Chihiro. And somehow got turned into freaking butter. And then having to watch Mondo get punished and nothing he could do about it. Can't imagine what it must have done to him.
Well...
So I mean, what's gonna happen now? We haven't found a way out. We have no idea help's ever gonna come. Now I'm all depressed just thinking about it. We simply have to make the best of things and do our best to get along and live here together in peace. Forget about the outside world and accept this new life. That's the only hope we have now. What, to live here forever?
Well...
But we have every convenience. We have food, clothes, and art. Every need is seen to. Why are you dissatisfied? Right, let me ask you this. What is it about the outside world that you long for?
Is that okay?
Competition, discrimination, victimization, and violence. As society grows, so does its perversions. In which case, our current situation is not... You angel, pretty, pudgy princess.
Huh?
Here we go.
Maggie, the drill shop owner, the bunny-eared Amazon, Catgirl Dog Boy. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. You said 2 words that should never be combined together, Hifumi. You are a degenerate. Robo Justice, the Galactic King. And, I mean, there is no 2D here.
There is nothing to be
The
done.
Mastermind puts a base desire to their advantage and bending you to their will.
You know?
Okay, well, anyways, since Taka's like catatonic, as the oldest one here, I'm officially stepping up and take the lead. So we're all gonna work together and spend the rest of the day searching for the school. Searching?
I'm right,
well, I mean,
right?
since the class trial is over and all.
Perhaps.
It should be a new place for us to investigate. Yeah, that's the ticket. Maybe we'll find some kind of clue this time.
Well then.
Once we're done eating, let's split up and begin looking around. You have any problem with that, Celeste? There may be a discovery waiting for us, which may further enrich our life here. And there's no point to look for clues. And just as we were starting to eat, she barged in and ruined the conversation.
You called for me, and so I appeared.
Genocide!
What?
And nobody called for you. What the hell? How come it's Genocide Jill and not Toko?
Yes!
God, this place is so amazing. Finally a place I can just be my murderous self. Which is why I decided to stop holding back and spread my wings. No more hiding in the cave for me. Plus I have another battle to fight. The whole killer with a split personality thing is so overdone. I gotta destroy that stereotype.
You SOB!
I'll fight all day long and all night to murder those slanderous cliches. But you are a killer with a split personality. If she weren't here, my chance of survival would be at least 10%. You're going to back me up here. Even the biggest stars need little people to hold them up. Well, what else we do today? First we should eat. Can't do anything on an empty stomach. You're right, let's hurry up and eat so we can start our investigation. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Kinda glad Genocide Jill's here. I like her better than Toko anyways. So we're forced to eat breakfast with a murderer. After our much needed but very annoying meal, we set to work looking around the school.
LOL.
In his room, I don't have anything I need to talk to you about right now. Just try to find some. So I haven't been before. Okay, fine. Screw you two. I wanted to see if she could talk to me about that weird bath. I'm gonna go look in the bathhouse. Okay, fine. Screw you then.
Could it be?
Change on this floor. The only difference in the gate blocking the stairs and the third floor is gone. I guess that's where they want us to go next. What kind of crazy stuff is up there? Third floor of Hope Speak Academy. I wonder what we're gonna find this time. What's up here?
Hotel.
Hey, what's going on, Mark?
Doing good, you?
Pretty good. got through another trial and murder.
So in the end...
Windows of Hero barred with metal plates, not surprising I suppose. To escape still looks impossible. But I'd rather check all the metal plates. But I'd check all the other metal plates again just to be sure.
Myra Jane She-Devil.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good fit for her. So this is
Let's see.
recreation room, a place for students to come and relax. Never would imagine a school having a place like this. Well, no normal school would. It has Othello, shogi, even a dartboard and pool table. Look at this. They even have provided us with a remarkable number of magazines.
Isn't it wonderful?
Those certainly would be helpful in keeping boredom at bay.
Listen up!
Ring, ring, ring. Hello there. Allow me to expound. We got fashion, motorcycles, martial arts, video games, baseball, and science, all kinds of magazines. But nothing dirty. This is school after all. If you need a quick fix, check out the swimsuit mags.
So then...
So you'll be adding to our collection as new issues come out?
Too bad!
Sorry, no can do. Even if I wanted to, right now magazines are kinda what?
Watch out!
Oops! Nothing, never mind. No way. Anyway, that's it for my expoundation. Bye-bye. I wonder if we're on a spaceship in the middle, in outer space and stuff like that, the way he keeps talking. Or if the world's been completely and utterly annihilated. What he just said. I know, right? It bothers me too.
Most unfortunate.
Life here would be that much nicer if you could add some new issues once in a while. How disappointing. Really? You want to put this here, or has it always been part of the school? As soon as I get home, but it's kind of not.
How have you experienced a lucid dream?
Don't know. I don't think so. Maybe I have. I don't know. Like lucid dreams are the ones like you remember them very vividly, like it was like real life, right? But
I used to be able to do it when I was younger.
Or is it a lucid dream one where you have control of everything in the dream? I can't remember.
Know when you can control them.
Oh, yeah, I've had those from time to time. Not anything like in the past, like I want to say like... Oh, let's say it's been years since I remember having one.
It would seem...
Let's open up this time. After a brief investigation, it looked like there's a physics lab and art room. Also found a huge machinist kind in the physics lab. Wonder what it does. Let's go poke buttons and figure out what it does. That's what you do when you're trying to figure out something, right? You just push buttons until it blows up, right? Of course he'd be in here. First glance at the normal art room. But something about it seems off. Multiple somethings seem off. Paintings on the walls. This is really art, just like a bunch of crappy graffiti to me. It's all 2D, so you got it right. Where's your statue of Monokuma? Who would ever want to make something like this? Still, the quality is surprising. statue of Neo. Never really heard of anyone using Neo statue for life drawing classes or whatever. Oh, look at the equipment. It certainly scratches all that artistic itch of mine. Art supplies, of course, but they're also all kinds of sculpting tools. Do you like sculptures and figurines and stuff?
Yes, indeed.
Well, normally I limit myself to 2D, but figurines are like borderline 2D, so it's okay. Alright. So I don't know how that's borderline, but okay. I'm a fan of Charambo, Pumpkinhead, and especially admire anything Saburo Ronpongi makes. Charambo's ability to express movement of muscles is exquisite, as seen in his Mama Cat series. Pumpkinhead is a little tiny sculptor fairy representing this country's greatest quality. No, Pumpkinhead is a freaking diabolical revenge monster. Get your crap straight, you feel me? Sapporo Ronpongi, meanwhile, is known for his Mecha Musun series, which led to a worldwide tour. They can only be regarded as Elite 4. But one of your Elite is missing.
You know nothing!
Well, the Elite 3 sounds stupid, now doesn't it?
Yes, indeed.
Besides, the empty seat rightly belongs to me. It begins today, beginning my reign as a legendary ruler of the next century. Well, I see. Good luck. As little as time is spent with you, the better. It's a locker, but it doesn't seem like there's anything inside of it. It's a Venus statue. Yep, definitely very art roomish. What did I not click on? Oh, okay, that's not the exit, okay. That's a workshop. Oh god. The repository that scratched the art room. Just use to store different artsy things. There's something on the floor. It looks like a picture. Stretched my hand to pick it up. Almost as it was my hand froze. Huh? What I saw in the picture was Chihiro, Leon, and Mundo. They were all smiling. What is this? Questions start racing through my head one after the other. Why is it only these three people? What are they doing together? How come they're smiling like that? When was it taken? Who took it? Where's the camera they used? How did they get it developed? And the picture of the window in the classroom. There's no metal plates covering it. Which means wherever this picture was taken, it wasn't here at Hope's Peak. There's no time to find the answer. All the questions floating around my head were quickly drowned out by... That's mine, give it back. I came around nowhere and snatched the photo, and any chance I had at answers evaporated. You peeked, didn't you? Well, they had some pretty dazzling smiles, huh?
Isn't that
They're definitely living the school life. It's like they ripped the page right out of the book of youth. What's going on with that picture? Do you know? I'm not telling you nothing. Why can't you give me a straight answer? Never mind, I don't even know why I bothered asking. What the hell was that? Do the dead get freaking... Are the dead actually just like transported to somewhere else? Is this all virtual reality? Their wood mallets hanging from the wall. I'd guess it's use them for making sculptures. Or for killing. Or this is probably where the next murder is going to happen. Someone's gonna get sculpted into a corpse. Ah, dang it. Maggie's not here to hear my freaking dumb joke. I have to tell her when she gets back. And Dolly, they must have wanted to use it to move all these statues around. This is a physics lab. This classroom more like some kind of research institute. Itaka, don't you think the place is some kind of research institute? Still no reaction. What's up with this ridiculous big machine?
Watch out!
Watch out! What? Are you gonna do some quantum leaping? Huh?
Phew!
That's a time machine. Pretty awesome, right? It was designed by a student right here at Hope's Peak. The ultimate physicist, although they don't go here anymore. They died during the tragedy. Time machine? Seriously, so I can go back in time? Okay, then let me get in there. I know the past and then the time of Stop Mundo for sure. Sorry, not possible. This particular time machine can only go back in time 1 minute. It comes in handy when you like leave your pizza bagels in the microwave 1 minute too long. 1 minute?
What?
You sound disappointed. But actually, I was lying about the whole thing anyway. There's no such thing as time machines. What?
Hey!
Honestly, it's just an air purifier. Air purifier?
In other words...
It can produce clean air no matter where you are or where you're at. You could even live on Mars. Ah, it makes me think that we're not on Earth. But with that discombobulating gravity and deadly low temperatures, you probably don't want to live on Mars.
You guys!
Anyway, this machine is the reason why you guys all have this delicious air. So don't go messing with it. You break it and it's your butt. It's huge. The huge thing is just an air purifier. And more than that, to go out of your way to say something like you know will hurt someone who is already suffering. And damn you. Hey Taka, don't you think this place is like some kind of research institute? Oh yeah, he's not gonna say it. She knows just some kind of purpose, but I don't know anything about physics to begin with, so I wouldn't have a clue where to start with this.
Back.
Oh yeah, Maggie, I had a joke. Missed it.
Was it funny?
I don't know, maybe. So I was in the art room, exploring and stuff, and I had to go back to the back area where I guess they keep all the hammers and stuff for the sculptures. I'm like, oh well, this is gonna be the next room where the murder's gonna be and stuff. They're gonna be doing some sculpting. They're gonna sculpt someone into a corpse. Yeah, they get me just blah 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 blah.
Ha LMAO. Good one.
I'm still thinking they're not on planet Earth anymore, with all the crap that Monokuma keeps saying. His equipment room is super disorganized and there's strange chemical smell in the air. It's so relaxing, so calming. Ah! The smell from formaldehyde is almost unbearable.
I'm getting serious!
Tempting. Put myself right in it. Of course, genocide jail is here. This just goes to show how disgusting it really is. I enjoy her more than Toko, so whatever. There's a bunch of files here, probably old lab files and research data. This is a tarp. There isn't anything strange about it. It seems perfectly ordinary to me. And probably use her to cover up someone's body. Pendulums, wheels, rail segments, all the
Hey, did
equipment
you
is
see
scattered
the
all over.
trailer for that game I put in the Discord /
No, I saw you posted a link and stuff, but I didn't get a chance to check it out. That really is unbearable. Nice long bath until formaldehyde. That's true happiness. This thing that makes me Psycho.
I think it would be something you'd like.
I'll check it out. I didn't explore everything. What the hell? Is just an air purifier. Is that really true? No, it's not true. It's Monokuma, you dingbat. Oh, there's a camera right in front of me. Oh, this is... There's a camera. It got some kind of weird animated design on it. Kind of beat up, but it looks like it still turns on just fine. It still works. Show the others later. Discovered lots of stuff and it's strange, but I don't know if any of it was actually a clue. I'm just getting more confused. Maybe we should head to the dining hall and talk about everything. Head to the dining hall. Hina? I tried to talk to her, but my voice immediately drowned out by all the others rushing to the dining hall.
Hina.
Huh? I thought she was sick or something. Her nurse back. Being surrounded by everything, Hina looks very uncomfortable.
Hina.
You feeling better already? Yeah, I ate a few donuts and that really helped out a lot. You do love those donuts. Wasn't your stomach just that was hurting?
Well...
My stomach was kind of hurting. Made me hungry, so you know. I guess my memory's kind of fuzzy lately. They say the goldfish eat however much food you give it. And it's about the, even if it's about the burst. Its Aisha's pretty much the same, it looks like.
Just a second!
Now, you people don't have room to talk.
Well.
Anyway, I was worried about you.
Sorry.
Sorry. Besides that, you...
Huh?
Geez, your knockers are huge. What the heck? Did you convince them to double up on milk production?
Bastard!
Stay away from her, fiend. Anyway, first things first, we should talk about what we found, right, Taka? Right.
So,
I wasn't able to help much investing like that.
Could it be...
Later. What does that have to
That's
mean?
right.
Never mind, it's about a nurse's office, remember? The one on the first floor, right?
Well.
Very, but it's locked.
Yeah!
Actually, not anymore.
So then...
Did you find any protein in there? Or any vitamin supplements that would be fine? I did look, but no diets, but a bunch of headache medicine, over-the-counter stuff.
I see.
That's disappointing.
Aww.
It is disappointing, but at the end, life at the end of the world is already here. I'm not sure what that is. It's disappointing. I remember, I just saw Biaka a little while ago. What?
You!
Where was he?
What?
You're kind of scaring me. Where was he? He was in the locker room. He had a huge stack of books and must have got from the library.
No!
That's where he was hiding. I won't let him get away from me.
Huh?
He just ran off. Is she okay? We're not concerned ourselves with her. No use.
Correct.
There's a rather remarkable physics lab on the 3rd floor. In the middle of the room, there's a machine bigger than anything I've seen. Yeah, apparently it's an air purifier. What? What's like something like that doing here? Is that device really that big? I really don't get it. I searched the entire 3rd floor, but all the windows of rooms were blocked off. They give us the rest of this for serious sake. Give me back my bright blue skies. Just forget about it.
Impossible.
It made it sound like I dropped a nickel or something. Just be sure, I went from one end to the other, testing the metal plate. None of them budged.
So in the
They say
end...
to escape from the 3rd floor is impossible as we figured. I see. There's an art room on the 3rd floor. It had all kinds of gear. Maybe I'll be able to create all my favorite anime characters. Oh yeah, speaking of anime, that reminds me. I found something that was looking on the ground.
Perhaps.
A digital camera? That's what it seems like. Does it still work? Yeah, it seems fine.
You know?
Well, let's see it.
What the heck?
This thing is like a kid's toy. Look, you can store up to 5 pictures maybe. Does it have a timer or anything?
Well...
On top of that, his appearance seems to be questionable. Is this some kind of anime character? Strange.
You know nothing!
Rude, she's not strange. She's a Princess Pickles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess. Oh, you recognize this, Hifumi? Of course I recognize it. It's a super rare prize that was given away at the bingo contest at a big anime convention. You have any idea how much I had to pay to that guy to get my hands on it? Wait, that's my camera. What?
damnation!
Where did you find it? It was in the physics lab. It's my most prized possession. I brought it here with me, but I lost it the first day along with my phone.
Let's see.
Why would it have reappeared in the physics lab?
However...
But look at it.
What?
It got all messed up. Or like someone steals a sticker from your collection, but you buy a second-hand shirt. Well, that's it, huh? But that's it. It's not mint condition. I don't need it anymore. Were you just saying how much it meant to you? Then may I have it? I might be able to find some sort of use for it. And you would like to borrow it, please feel free to ask. Can't really imagine any of us are going to need to take pictures or whatever. Yeah, true. Tell them about the freaking photo you found. Dipshit. I don't think I talked to him.
Could it be?
Yeah, I totally screwed Baku over. I think Baku knew exactly what he was doing. He probably went to the boys' locker room specifically so he couldn't bother him.
Could it be?
Oh yeah, that's right.
I see.
So in...
Oh, that's right. Celeste's hiding behind her. Open on the 3rd floor. I have no doubt our student life here will be even more enjoyable because of it. Will someone join me in a game of hell sometime? Heard what everyone has to say. Now it's my turn. Hey, can I tell you guys something? I found something that's like kind of been bothering me.
What?
What is it? I found this weird picture in the repository. Apparently Monokuma took it.
Huh?
Weird picture? I mean like dirty? Not that kind of weird. It was a picture of Leon, Mondo, and Chihiro all together.
Why?
Those three. And the 3 of them were laughing.
Oh.
It showed the 3 of them together laughing. When could it have been taken? And there's more. In the picture, there weren't any metal sheets covering the windows.
Well then.
And the picture wasn't taken here.
Let's see.
I don't recall hearing anything about them knowing each other before coming to the school.
Well...
Probably imagined it. Monokuma cast a spell on you. No, I saw it, I'm telling you. But if it wasn't taken before we got here, or after we got here...
How about that?
I bet they're all still alive and they left the school and took the picture.
Is that right?
That's impossible after all. We saw it with our own eyes. They're all dead. Either murdered or executed. And they're not the only ones. Monokuma killed Junko, and then there's Sayaka. That wasn't an illusion. It was real, I'm sure of it. They all died. There's no way any of them are still alive. So we have to figure out when this picture was taken. Monokuma most likely forged it. I can't imagine any other possibility. Forged? Is that all there is to it? Stay focused, man. Don't let Monokuma's bullcrap sidetrack you. He's right. More importantly, on another topic, there's something that's been bothering me. I would like to discuss that. There's also something that's been bothering me. What's bothering you, Celeste?
Actually...
It's actually about Hina.
Huh?
What about me? He said your stomach hurt, did you not? But I believe that was a lie. What really happened?
Huh?
Huh? It varies from person to person, but when someone lies, they tend to have a way of showing it. It's called a tell, something you can't hide no matter how hard you try.
Is that okay?
Whenever Hina lies, the tip of her nose just gets a little bit longer.
Huh?
What, for real? Actually, no.
Huh?
Huh?
Oh.
But your reaction just now confirmed that you were lying.
Oh.
That's no fair. If you're going to lie, at least try to lie convincingly. Hina, be honest. Were you lying about the stomach ache? Yes.
I see.
Why would you lie about that?
That's it.
Are you feeling guilty about something?
Just a second.
No, it's not it at all.
But...
It's just, I mean, I have a reason for it. A reason?
Sorry.
To be honest, I didn't have a stomach ache. I did it because if I came and told you the truth, you thought you wouldn't believe me. The truth?
Well...
I saw it. Saw what? A ghost. A ghost? You mean like that ghost?
Hey.
Is there more than one ghost? I mean, ghosts are...
What the heck?
I see, I told you wouldn't believe me. It's not that I don't believe you, but...
Hina.
I believe you. No matter what everyone else might say, I believe whatever you say, no matter what. So you can tell us exactly what happened. You really mean that, Sakura? Then okay, I'll tell you.
So,
So it happened last night. Oh my. I was in bed and couldn't get to sleep, just thinking about everything that happened until now. I ended up getting more upset. I tried to cheer myself up, so I thought I'd get some donuts. Donuts again?
Honestly.
You ignore the rule regarding nighttime.
Sorry.
I know, I really feel bad about that.
Hina.
Anyway, please continue.
But
So I left my room and headed for the warehouse. And then I started hearing a strange noise.
well,
It was coming from the direction of the bathhouse, so I headed that way. The locker was halfway open, so I took a look inside. I saw a human shape surrounded by a pale green light. There's no doubt about it who it was. It was Chihiro.
Say what?
Yeah!
Oh no!
Goes!
Honestly.
It's simply not possible. You must have been mistaken, as in most places, just as most cases of paranormal activity, it was born from your weakened mental state.
Well then.
And all we have to do is go see for ourselves, right? Just go to the bathhouse and see what Hina saw. It's a waste of time. Maybe there's no harm, right? If we don't find anything, it'll be the end of it.
What?
You're gonna go try to see a ghost? Is that really a good idea? It might put a curse on you.
What the heck?
You can wait here if you want.
Please.
I don't want to be alone. Take me with you.
Hey,
What are you going to do, Celeste?
There is nothing
I
to be
suppose I
done.
have no choice. How about you, Mr. Ishimaru? Are you going to wait here?
Oh.
I guess that's a yes.
so
It was right here. I saw it right there in the dressing room. I'm getting goosebumps.
Come on, come
Cthulhu Flintagang.
Please.
Shut up. What if he actually shows up?
Hina.
Hina, where is it you saw Chihiro's ghost?
Well-
I heard a sound, then I opened the locker. Saw kind of pale outline of Chihiro. Is this the locker? There's something in here. Inside the locker? A laptop? What's something like that doing
Hey.
there? I've never seen this. Oh, that's right. I saw it in the library before. It looks like a laptop. Laptop pretty old. Looks like covered in dust.
so...
It's broken. I tried pressing the power button earlier. Nothing happened. It's broken too, huh? Too bad. How did the laptop get from the library to here?
It would seem...
I guess it's in sleep mode, but the power is definitely on. But I thought it was broken. I bet Chihiro fixed it. After all, he was known as the ultimate programmer.
Then perhaps...
More importantly, Hina, you said you saw a green light, yes? Should you not mistake the light of the monitor for a ghost? I'm surprised you were able to dress yourself in the morning. And if I had the love's clueless girls attribute, I would have fallen in love big time just now. I'm so glad I don't have it. I didn't really expect to find a freaking laptop inside a freaking locker, okay?
Hey, come
It's
on.
okay, I mean, anyone can make a mistake like that. As a matter of fact, one time I thought I spotted a great alien, but it turned out to be a tadpole.
What are you saying?
Don't compare me to what happened to you, one of your stupid delusions.
Don't be mean.
I was just trying to make you feel better. What if I get all depressed forever now? But listen, this isn't really strange. Isn't this really strange? What's the laptop doing in here?
In other words...
Maybe someone hid it here.
But...
If that's the case, we found it pretty easy.
Wrong.
Whoever put it here, I don't think they were trying to hide it from us. What do you mean?
Hey,
Haven't you noticed that there's one big difference between this room and all the others? There's a difference? There's no surveillance camera.
yes, it's...
Precisely. There's no camera in here, which means this is the one spot that the mastermind is blind. You're saying someone put a laptop in here so the mastermind wouldn't know about it.
It's true.
What Hina saw wasn't the ordinary glow of a computer screen. It was a figure of Chihiro shining pale green.
Hey,
I think it'd be best to investigate this laptop in a little more detail. It's just like Yoki said, the display's on, but the laptop definitely has its power.
so then...
We need to wake it up, right? The display instantly began to grow a pale green. There's a bunch of different icons on the desktop.
Hey,
There's an icon on the far left. What is it? It says alter ego. Alter ego really means another self, I believe. The field of artificial intelligence is not uncommon to create different aspects of personality. You can consider something like a pin name.
Makoto.
Could you let me see it, Makoto? That Kyoko moved between me and the computer. She moved the cursor to the alter ego icon. When she double-clicked it, it went dark. And a voice spoke up.
You really came.
Master, you're here. Chihiro's face appeared, taking up the entire display.
Oh,
It's a ghost. Buddha said good to save me.
Calm down.
It's not a ghost.
What?
Huh? Then what is it?
Anyway...
I'm sure we talked to find out. Kyoko began to type, hands blurring across the keyboard. What are you? And then...
Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Chihiro Fujisaki.
I always get so embarrassed introducing myself. The voice, the tone, everything. It's Chihiro.
I knew it.
Alter ego. I must have heard about this from AI. I must have heard about this kind of AI program. but I've never seen one for myself. An AI
That's
program.
right.
So Chihiro earned his title of Ultimate Programmer. AI lives in the computer by representing different tasks. It gains knowledge and grows bit by bit. Apparently, Chihiro used it to use a support vector machine and reinforcement learning to help develop it. Eventually, he came up with a breakthrough in artificial intelligence design. Support vector machine reinforcement learning.
It's true.
To put it simply, it's a learning method for computers. If you want to know more,
That's it.
just Google it, okay?
In other words,
But this AI continues to grow. It will become more than just a piece of software to help people. Some say AI like this might someday replace people. That's why it's called alter ego. A fine choice then, I must say. If it can create memories and have thoughts and grow up, the process is much different than how humans work. If you were to raise your own AI that way, would it make perfect sense to refer to it as your alter ego?
I see.
A second, perfect personality that can never forget or grow old. That's what Chihiro created. That's alter ego. Kyoko, how do you know so much about this?
Are you okay
Anyway,
with
so,
this?
so he fixed a broken laptop and put his own program on there. What does this mean? Yes. Then he brought the machine to the dressing room where the mastermind could not be able to see it. You know all about this master and whatnot. Yes, yes. I believe I'm on fire.
Huh?
Thought you were only in the 2D. This is the most excellent 2D possible.
Huh?
But he's a guy and also a computer program.
I feel as if...
Oh, that aspect has no problem.
I mean...
That aspect?
Anyway...
Let's talk to him a little bit more. Kyoko typed rhythmically. How much do you know about what's going on?
Master.
Master only gave me a general idea, but I do know that things become very grave. He found himself caught up in this without warning. Kyoko immediately shot out another question. Why are you here?
That's right.
Are you asking what Master had planned for me? Well, he wanted me to analyze a massive number of files stored on this computer. I believe the files are related to the school, but the protection on them is surprisingly strong. So it's taking me a little bit longer than I thought.
Master.
But there's a... But here's what Master must have been thinking. The fact that the files are protected so tightly means that they must contain some important secret. For example, perhaps the secret of the school. While I was struggling to make a sound, Kyoko pushed forward and asked her next question. How much longer will everything be unlocked? Until everything works? It's gonna be a while.
Leave it to me.
But I'm definitely gonna do it, so you can just leave it to me.
I see.
So because of how long it would take, it designed alter ego to handle the workload. Smart, so also means that the work remains uninterrupted even after his death. Once again, Kyoko typed quickly. Keep it up. Be careful not to let the mastermind notice you.
That's right.
Don't worry, I've got a secret plan already, just in case. Actually, I can see what's going on using my built-in webcam, so if anyone suspicious shows up, I'll just scream for help really loud. It's a pretty basic plan, I have to say.
Yes,
It's
indeed.
fine during the day, but at nighttime is a concern.
Are you okay with this?
About our rooms are completely soundproof. Once we close our doors, he can scream as loud as he wants, we won't hear a thing. Okay, then how about once it's nighttime, we each take turns guarding the dressing room?
However...
There's a good chance the mastermind would notice us all going in and out of the dressing room like that. Then what can we do?
So then...
Once nighttime comes, I'll leave the door to my room open. Then there's no way I can miss alter ego yelling. But if you leave your door open all night...
It's true.
There's a chance I may become a victim myself, I know.
However...
But I'm not as weak as you may think. I wouldn't go down without a fight, I assure you. There's an undeniable strength in her voice when she said that. She was totally confident that she would be okay. Now, confidence was something similar to Byaku's tone, but at the same time different. It has a entirely different feel, for sure. Like someone who'd been dropped onto a battlefield versus someone who'd been born on a battlefield. I felt like that was fundamental difference. I pulled out my thoughts about the voice suddenly emanating from the voice.
So,
Would you mind if I asked a few questions? I haven't seen Master for a while. When you got here, I thought it was him, but his Master... For a split second, Kyoko seemed not to want what to do. She recovered fast, moving quickly. Her answer was clear, concise, and direct. Chihiro is dead. Mono killed him.
Okay then.
I see. To be honest, I knew all along. I knew the chances that Master would survive the situation were very low, so I was prepared for this moment. So I feel kind of sorry for her. You can't imagine how it must feel to lose your other self. It's a simple computer program. It does not have feelings. Are you sure about that?
Shall we go?
Anyway, that's enough for today. If we linger here too long, the mastermind is going to suspect someone. And Kyoko typed one last sentence. I'll come back later. Yes, please do. It's a promise, okay? Bye-bye. Yeah, I seemed totally different from when we first arrived. He seemed upbeat. Or was it because he was following his programming? Or could he have actually been worried about us?
Could it be...
What's wrong, hero?
You know?
Oh, nothing. I was just wondering if we might be able to get this laptop online. And we could call for help from the outside. But this is just a dressing room. I don't think you can get online from here.
Well?
But if we take it out of here and find Find somewhere that does have online access. That's way too dangerous. The mastermind would find out in no time. Oh yeah, true.
Indeed.
It's not time for needless risk. For now, I'll monitor the progress of the follow analysis. I'm confident we'll uncover some kind of clue once it's finished. I feel like this detour... This feels like more of a detour than anything else. I suppose it can't be helped.
Of course.
For now, all we can do is wait for Alter Ego to finish his work.
You know?
Should we get going?
It's true.
Indeed. Goodbye, we'll come back, I promise. Come on, Hifumi, let's go.
I suppose.
Oh, okay. That's the last dressing room. Since we were in the dining hall, Hina let out a joyful shout. Isn't it awesome? I ended up doing something totally awesome, right? As if he'd been waiting for his cue. Dun, 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 dun. Hina has gained enough experience to level up.
What's the matter?
So what is this awesome something? Come on, Monokuma.
What the heck?
You guys seem remarkably good spirits. Did something happen? No, nothing in particular. Oh, keeping secrets. No fair. I demand exclusive interview. Denied. Denied. Super denied.
What the heck?
Yeah, just because you demand something doesn't mean we have to do it.
Say what?
Do it? You mean like do it? Do it?
Huh?
Wait, what? What do you mean do it? Do it?
This.
Ew, gross. You said do it.
Just the worst.
Wait, you said it first. We were just talking about going to the bathhouse and I had a chance to relax in some time.
Huh?
Huh? But unfortunately, the bathhouse is not divided into men and women sections. So we decided to do rock, paper, scissors to decide which group would go first. Hina won the match for us, so that's why we're all so pleased.
Huh?
Yeah, that's right. Speaking of which, okay, boys, why don't you head back to the dining room or something? We're gonna take a nice long bath.
Hey, come on.
Geez, what are you gonna do, right? We lost fair and square. Well, ladies, shall we go? Celeste didn't hesitate coming up with the ruse. The poker face didn't even flinch. So she and the other girls headed back into the dressing room.
Oh. Damnation!
That's damn, we're totally lost. Another day without getting to take my very first bath here. Yeah, but tomorrow for sure. We'll definitely get the bath tomorrow. So we should head back to the dining room hall.
Hey!
Hold on.
Hey!
Something strange here. Very strange. Strange? What do you mean? What's strange is the first chance for you to sneak a peek. Huh?
That's gross, Hifumi.
No, that's...
Without a
You're
doubt.
absolutely right. I thought you two were about TD. All you need to do is shut up, sit down, and listen to what I have to say. An opportunity like this doesn't come along very often. It's the ideal setting for a man's fantasy. I was forced to ask myself, should I sneak into the bathhouse like Monokuma said, or just go quietly back to the dining hall? No, I can't. I can't treat the girls like that. Just head back to the dining hall. What?
What?
What about your man's fantasies? I'm not sure a real man's fantasies should be going around spying on girls and stuff. It should be more about your hopes, your dreams, adventure, or whatever. But anyway, I'm not going to spy on them.
This is
I say I can't believe you described my bitter disappointment. That primo fan service could have been yours. We headed back to the dining hall, leaving Monokuma standing there alone. To be honest, I was even a little reluctant to turn down the offer. Well, I mean, look at the swimmer. Of course you're reluctant.
It's like...
Fantasy, my fantasy. Okay, you dig the real thing just like any other guy, huh? The only reason I care is because it's a good reference for creating figurines. A real live woman is useless to me, but looking at her naked form might be okay, maybe.
No way.
If the girls heard you say that, we'd all be dead meat for sure. We heard the buzzing noise. We heard the buzzing of busy voices growing louder. The girls had finished their baths and joined us in the dining hall.
You got it!
Oh man, what a nice bath.
This is fine.
Getting a chance to stretch and relax after the time was a true pleasure.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Of course.
Normally after a long bath, I like to make myself a nice protein coffee, but... Sorry, no time for that.
So in the end...
That's what I figured.
Huh?
Huh?
Actually...
We're just saying the bath now. It was time... You were just saying in the bath how it was about time for you to get up to something.
Because...
After seeing how happy we were, the evil little monster like you would never let that last for long. You're also terrible to me.
My
Ever so
entire
cold and mean, even after the presents I got for you all. Presents?
Well now.
Oh, I got your attention. Good, let's head to the gym where your presents await.
See ya later!
No questions, no dilly-dallying, get a move on. Everything will become clear.
Oh.
What is it? What are you scheming this time?
It would seem...
You're probably going to repeat the same thing again. Providing us with the motive to get things moving.
Huh?
Again? I don't want to. I don't want to do this anymore. Me neither. Like, I'm totally traumatized.
However...
It's okay. We have an alter ego. I'm sure he'll find something that will that'll help us for now.
Correct.
Or so for now, we just have to endure it. Come what may. Heavy feet, we made our way to the gym, but when we arrived, there was already someone there waiting for us.
What?
To be kept waiting by the likes of you, rest assured we have access to firearms, you'd all be dead. Did you get here early? You get out of walk? Is that why you're what, late? Simple, right foot, left foot, right. The same as always, I see her on the other hand.
What the heck?
Oh, she's back to Debbie Downer herself, huh? I heard what sounded like a sneeze and she was back to her old self. Now she goes from manic depressive to whenever she sneezes, seems kind of late to add that into the mix. Why does everyone keep making fun of me? Hope y'all win the lottery and get hit by a bus. So when you want to say something mean, then you can talk, huh?
Well.
Anyway, looks like everyone's here.
So then.
Which means... I like how he just like shoots up and just flops on the table.
You guys?
Looks like everyone's here, so let's get started.
What?
Come on out with it. What kind of motive have you prepared for this time?
However...
Whatever you subject to, we will not break.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're not gonna lose you ever again.
Come on!
You don't have to get so defensive. Calm down. I decided to change things up this time. Until now, I've been using the whoosh of the north wind to get you all moving. Sometimes you gotta use the sun to light a fire under someone's butt. Ha ha.
Without further ado, I give you this! $10 million! I've prepared this graduation present for whichever lucky student makes it out of here alive. What do you think? It's 10 million bucks! 10 million smackaroos! It's like totally wowie, wow, wow, am I right?
So that's the motive you're prepared, isn't it? $10 million is not really enough.
It's true.
When it comes to motives, money certainly is the gold standard, so to speak. Whether it's a mystery novel or real world. But
What are you saying?
they only kill each other for money.
Of course.
You're right, you simply can't purchase a person's life. You can say 10 million however much, but I don't give a
Got
crap
any
for
favorite
serious.
characters yet?
Not really. I mean, I don't want to see the swimmer chick die. The swimmer chick die. I like Sakura so far. She's pretty cool. I like how straight to the fact she is. Kyoko's pretty neat. Hero, I could take or leave. Leave or take. Byakuya, I think he needs to go. I like Genocide Jill. She's entertaining. Ifumi is a dead no. I can say $10 million however much I don't give a crap for serious. Yeah, they're all right. Whether it's $10 million or any other amount. No, not even just some money. From now on, no matter what you do, we won't kill our friends. Come on, stop trying to act tough.
I can't wait!
The most important thing is to live pure and moral communal life. He disappeared, leaving his word on stage along with a massive sum of money. There's nothing to worry about, right? Nobody would kill a friend for money, right? Have you so quickly forgotten our lesson from last time? You can't judge others by your own standard. Yeah, there might be someone here who's having money problems. Personally, I've earned only $1 million from my gambling efforts and stuff. My life is comfortable.
I'm telling
What about you?
You know nothing!
Like content creator, I don't have any problem making enough money to buy my comics and DVDs. then.
Hey.
Stop. Pressing others about their personal finances is ugly. Ugly? Don't worry. Either way, what's going to happen will happen without warning. That's the nature of this game.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked,
perfect
and
timing.
entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
LOL, yeah it is.
It's time already, huh?
Hey.
Before we separate, let me remind you, starting
Sweet
tonight, we'll
dreams,
be leaving my door
casual.
open. Yeah, let me... Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and save it. Sweet dreams, Maggie. I will see everybody tomorrow. Hope you guys have a good night and a good day tomorrow. Peace.